Hello everybody, Mr. Storm here. Welcome back to Factorio. In the last episode, we finished setting up our new research facility. We got that all taken care of and built. We're making our blue research, and we have it set up with enough belts, hopefully, to let this little research center last for quite a long time. So we'll try to set it up so that in the future, as we get new research packs available, we get them over here and add them in. So we need to work on logistics next. So that is what we are going to do. We're going to build all the infrastructure to make the early logistics bots, these kind of tier 1 logistics bots here. We'll probably also, I mean, the construction bots are basically the same thing. They take all the same stuff except they use a different brain. Oh, and a tool, different tool. So you might think about those as well. But what I'm going to have to do to kind of control how many of them we make is to basically manually move the robot brains into the production line. Because I don't want it to just continuously pump out hundreds of these things. Because we're going to be replacing them with better bots later, so we do want some of them, but we don't want like crazy amounts, because then it's just going to cause trouble later. Enough to get started, per se. Alright, well, we need new research. I went ahead and knocked out the advanced ore refining, which allows us to do some additional sorting options. It gets us the better ore crushers, the better flotation cells, the better ore sorting facilities, all those sorts of things. We can also get thermal water extraction. Maybe not right now. What I'm more interested in is uranium. There we are. It would help if I spell it. Slag processing 2. Yes. That's how we're going to have to get uranium. Processing mineral sludge into uranium ore, fluorite ore, and thorium ore. That's interesting. Thorium ore is new to me. So, we'll need to set up some mineral sludge and that kind of stuff. We'll put that in there. So once we can start getting some uranium ore, we can start the process of generating nuclear fuel. Right? We're going to need better heat pipes. We're going to need nuclear power. We have the uranium processing, but it makes very little actual. It doesn't make any uranium 234. 234. Interesting. Well, eventually we're going to need is the Covarex enrichment process, but that's going to take a bit. We should at least be able to produce enough uranium to feed a single reactor complex. So that's kind of what we're working towards. Is our first nuclear reactor. Get that up and running. So, oh yeah, production science packs. Electric furnaces, assembly machine 2s, and chemical plant 1s. That's very easy to actually get. So we'll look at that. Alright. But slag processing first. Alright, so logistics bots. Let's work on this. Alright, now the question is, do I want to just use the same production lines the same supply lines that this used. Yeah, probably. I mean, it's not exactly running very quickly. So we are producing far more material than I think that we actually need. Alright, so what we're going to need? We're going to need steel, we're going to need iron. And if it looks like we're not producing enough, then we can always just make more. Actually, should I borrow off of... What is this? No, that's way over there. Yeah, this is steel coming through this way. Here's the iron line. We'll just borrow some of that. I think I want to save this space for making additional science packs to feed into the research. So, I think we're going to redirect everything over to this space over here to be our logistics production. I just misclicked it there. Thought it was still on the map, but I was not. Yes. And we could even still mine this if I needed to. Alright. Yep, that's what we'll go ahead and do. Let's see, let's actually turn this north across the tracks. Okay, slag processing is complete. Thermal water processing. We can make mineral sludge from thermal water. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do it. We'll go ahead and do it. Alright, now we need to borrow some steel. We'll actually go ahead and bring it through here. Oh, the other thing I forgot to mention that I did go ahead and set up. is over here. I set up a little loading bay here. I didn't put any storage because I figured we're just going to use the train itself as the storage to run these electronic circuit boards down here and to make our new loaders. Looks like it's coming through very slowly, but that's fine. I mean, we can let those build up. All right, so there's our steel. So kind of, we'll see. Yeah, is that actually what I want to do is probably put this there. There we go. Okay. So we have our steel plates. We have our iron plates. That's fine. We need to take our iron. We need to make some gear wheels and some gear wheels and some pipes. And in fact, I'm going to go ahead and put those on the same belt. So what we're going to do, we're going to do this. We're going to have this come in. We're going to, is this the only thing we're going to be using iron for? Looks like it. Okay. Ooh, we can actually move that over a little bit. 1, 2, 3. Yep, we are. We'll have you doing gear wheels. We'll have you doing pipes. Outputs, outputs. Inputs, inputs. I should probably go grab the truck. Alright, sec. Alright, there's a truck. Get some belts. Alright, so we have those. Now we take that with some steel plates. We need to make some steel gear, is what we're trying to say. Steel gear wheels to make our logistic robot tools. So we're going to make both logistic robot tools and construction robot tools. Might as well make them both. So that's what we'll do. All right, well, the first thing we need to do is we need to make these engine units. So we're going to have this come through. I think we only needed one factory for the engine units, right? No, we need three. 3 factories for the engine units, which means I'll actually do 4. 1, 2, 4. I like to keep my numbers even. I'm going to need some more power poles. Engine units. Oh, Right, we're gonna need steel here too. Not a problem. We can work on that. Pick up. There we go. Pick up. Get all of this stuff out of the way. All right, output now. These are gonna be fed. I think I will put them on one side of a belt, because that's all we're really gonna need. Okay. Now we need a basic electronic boards from somewhere. Alright, basic electronic boards. Those are just the circuit boards. We need the basic electronic boards from over here. Shouldn't be a problem. Well, let's pick a new research. Alright. Well, we've got kind of the important bits. We're going to need heat pipe 2s, so let's work on that. To just avoid everything, we're going to go ahead and send it a little bit further north. Alright, here's where we're going to turn south. Accidentally laid one down there. Okay. Alright, heat pipe 2 is done. We're going to need steam engine 3. Okay. Now, this is the only... No, we're going to need more over here. So, we're going to go ahead and split this. Split that. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to do... turn these engine units into electric engine units, which means we're going to need some lubricant. That is going to be interesting. All right, electric engine units. All right, steam engine 3 finished. We're going to need a heat. Burner heat source. No, I don't want a burner heat source. We need a heat exchanger. Oh, well, we just need basic nuclear power. 800 of them? Heat exchanger 2. We need boiler 3 to get that. Let's work on the easy stuff first. Yeah, let's work on the easy stuff first. Okay, so lubricant. Now that uses base mineral oil and residual gas. So, we don't have a big oil refinery right now that is making oil-based products. So I might just have to quickly borrow some from somewhere. Okay, so how much base mineral oil are we going to need from just the easy stuff? Okay. We're going to need 1 oil refinery to do this. Now, it's going to produce other things. It's going to produce the oil residuals. Fuel oil, naphtha. The residual gas. Steam cracking of naphtha to synthesis gas. No. What we need is this. The taking the oil residuals and some steam and making residual gas out of it in a steam cracker. That's what we need. So... heat exchanger. I'm looking at this over here. This is the refinery that is providing crude oil to fuel our flamethrowers, which are not really necessary at this point. Because the machine gun turrets are more than enough to deal with whatever is getting thrown at them right now, but eventually we are going to want to have those flamethrowers. Oh. Oops. Let's see. Residual? That's what we need right there. And we can't research it because we need advanced chemistry too. All right, start the research. We need this right away. All right, let's head down there and let's get ready to set this up to make some lubricant. All right, here we are. Apparently it was a broken pipe. All right. Now what we need to do is this. Gas, steam, cracking. No, that's for synthesis gas. No. We need this one. Yes. So we're gonna need some steam down here. I mean, that shouldn't be too hard to get. We just use a fluid burner to burn some of this stuff, and because right now we're essentially just venting like this raw gas. I wonder if we could utilize some of it. In fact, get me a tank. Let's fill that up, and then let's switch this over to an overflow valve. With the, with that, okay. All right, so there we go. Now we can go back to the heat exchanger research. Which is where? There it is. Okay. So what we want first is we're going to need an oil refinery, which we should have on board here. Did I grab any? It doesn't look like I did. Well, that's an oversight. Do I have the mats to make one by hand real quick? I do. Alright, let me move the truck here for a second. Alright, heat exchanger's finished, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start that nuclear power research. That's gonna run for a while. right. And then we're going to want 3 tanks. I want to point it this direction or that direction. We're probably going to point them this direction. There, and there. So what we're going to have is overflow valves. Overflow valve, overflow valve, overflow valve. Do I want to do that? Maybe not. We'll keep the overflow valve there, but I don't think I want to have that. That one should fill up. There we go. Now. We have the steam cracker, because I think that's what it uses. Steam cracker. Alright, so we have a steam cracker. We're going to put it there. We're going to have you do oil residuals. And we're going to route... do we want to route it through a box? I probably do. Want to route it through a box. We'll just use a wooden box. Okay. And then we will have disposal. Because this will need to be disposed of. We'll say that it will be oil residuals greater than 2,000 should be sufficient. Now that will turn that on and dump it into a box. A void chest there. Alright. Because I don't want this thing running continuously. I just want to kind of fill up this base mineral oil. Right, where is our fluid burning boiler? There we are. That should provide enough. And where did I put it? There it is. Well, it doesn't like that. Okay, well, we can't use the raw gas. But what we can use is fuel oil. Almost certainly. different fluids. Oh, I'm putting that in the wrong side. That's what's happening. That's the steam output side that I'm trying to the fuel into. That won't work. Now will you burn that? Yes, you'll absolutely burn that. All right, very good. Let me actually move that. Okay, we can put the overflow valve and the flare stack back where it was. And now we just need some water. And that's easy enough. What we're going to do is we're going to do that. And why are you not producing? I see. Because we're not getting enough raw gas. Maybe the raw gas isn't such a great idea after all. That's just not coming through fast enough. All right, then. We will do Plan B. There we are. Let's probably remove that to get the raw gas out of it. And then we will have to hook up to the fuel oil because we have some supply of fuel oil here. Actually, naphtha, I think, is better. Like, what's the ratios here? Yes. Naphtha would be much better as the option to burn to make the steam. Alright, I still am going to need the overflow valve. There we go. And we're not going to overflow valve that one because I have a disposal there. All right, and then for the actual lubricant, we then take a chemical plant. And we tell it, make lubricant. Actually, that lines up fairly well. Let's put that in another tank. And then we'll put a pump on it. And then we'll pipe that north. But I will do that on my own. And we'll go ahead and stop here for now. So, hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment. And I will see you next time.